So I decided to have a little story time and talk about morals. It really derives from a conversation I had a couple years ago with some childhood friends, and I don't really quite remember how we got on the topic of morals, but I've always been that type. Like, I'm always the one out of the group trying to stay positive and stay on a straight and narrow and not do things that, now this is me speaking for my past self, not do things that are deemed bad, and so I kind of was still in that phase 2 years ago. I would have to say, like, not deep, so strict with myself, but I just felt like for me, I have to stick to my morals. And without listing them all, I just categorize them into groups. I have the morals that depends on treating people how I would love to be treated. Then I have the second group that I would name, I will not do things that I'm going to be ashamed of later. If I can't talk about it to whoever I want, whoever I feel like I want to talk to about my personal business without feeling ashamed of it, then I'm not going to do it. That's just what it is. Now, the key parts about this conversation that I remember, because it was 2 years ago, I don't remember word for word, verbatim, of course, but we did get on the topic of morals, and one of them had simply stated to me, like, girl, fuck your morals. Morals don't pay the bills. And you know what? I literally just remembered how this conversation got started. But I am not gonna put that part out there. Well, I can, because I'm not using no names. It really don't matter. We were basically talking about the game. Like the street game. Like about hoeing, stripping, whatever it is. Like black market come up. You feel me? And I've always had like this fear of that. Like, I always just knew, like, I don't want to get into that. I don't want to do that. But 2 years ago, I was almost about to do something like that, for real, because the conversation that took place, it was about that. Like, we were talking about that, and then I ended up saying, like, dang, I didn't think that I would never be talking about this type of topic. You feel me? Like, because you already know, like, morals are important to me. And that's when the girl chimed in, was like, girl, like, fuck the morals. Morals don't pay the bills. Like, you gotta let that go. Like, let that shit go, or whatever. And I'm like, no. Like, and it became a conversation of explanation on why morals should be valued, basically. But I didn't know how to word it back then. Like, I didn't know how to get her to understand why my morals were so important to me. And the only thing I could think of was just simply like, I don't wanna do things that I'm gonna be ashamed of later, because that is the only thing I understood about myself, is that when I would do something that didn't align with my higher self, because my understanding of morals is the innate rules that your higher selves have that was applied, no, that is applied by your conscious self. And it all goes back to the Almighty Creator giving you guidelines on how to stay true to yourself. So that's how I understand morals now. Back then, it was just more of, I don't want to do nothing that, I'm going to be ashamed of, and all of that. Now, I didn't really realize, like, I did kind of feel like, damn, well, I guess I didn't understand the importance of it. I just knew, like, I'm really the type that when I do something that I feel like it's not what I should be doing, I do overthink about it, and I do, like, be like, damn, why did I do that and that? And I I wasn't interested in keep putting myself through that type of stuff, you know. So long story short, I didn't end up going along with what we were talking about. And today, while I was at work, a thought came across my head. It's like, you know, does moral pay the bills? If you ask me, it ain't about the bills. When you stay true to your individual morals, and we're not talking like a list of things out of the Bible or whatever other religious book or whatever other religious teachings, you feel me? We're talking about the innate rules that you set before you came down here. And you had an agreement with the Almighty Creator to follow those rules that you set when you decided to come back down here. That part we don't remember. But you cannot front. There's people out here who can do the craziest things and not feel no type of way about it. It's because their morals allows them to do certain things that maybe the next person wouldn't be able to do or wouldn't be able to keep on their conscience. I don't think anything in life is black or white. I think that life is life. Let's not even put a color to it. You do whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing. So if your heart don't feel bad about certain things that you do, then obviously your higher self agrees with what you're doing. Because the body tells you right from wrong, whether you like to admit that or not. And I'm not talking about the right from wrong of what we all know. Oh yeah, this is right and this is wrong. No, I'm literally talking from an individual perspective, to each its own. What is right for you is right for you. What is wrong for you is wrong for you. And we must respect that, because that's what this life is about. Balance. You're not gonna get a world where everyone's good and everyone's like, oh yeah, woo woo. No, you're gonna get a world where there's chaos and peace. And you just have to know what side you're supposed to be on. Now, for me, when I follow my morals, I get paid. I get paid with blessings from the Almighty Creator. You know, some stuff that happens for me, I don't even know how it happened. I just be grateful. I just be happy. Because I've been through a lot, just like a lot of us, you know. And I've always struggled with self-confidence. And this last, and matter of fact, me going into this topic right now just made me realize that the conversation that I had with the childhood friends happened in 2018? No, it's the beginning of 2019. No, it was 2018. It was 2018 when we had this conversation, because I went through something real crazy in 2019. Or maybe, I'm for sure gonna get the dates right. I just gotta go look at the pictures, because we took pictures that night, and you already know that that's the trick to get all the dates right. You know, videos, pictures, timestamp. But so 2 years ago, no, a year ago, I basically like had a realization that when I follow what my heart wants and what makes me feel good, and not try to be a part of the cool group, I flourish. But when I I try to dilute what I'm about and go into what the next individual is about, whether it's for fun, whether it's just to fit in, whatever it is, I lose. I start losing slowly but surely. And that was important for me to recognize. And I was just reminded of that this year. I intentionally, by choice, was disregarding my morals. And these specific morals were drinking at certain times of the day when I know I'm not supposed to be doing it, staying true to myself, and being in environments that I don't agree with. I broke all those morals. And it opened up a door of lessons. After I done already passed all the lessons and had everything under control and was doing me and was just like, like for years, y'all, like for years I've been doing me, not on social media. And I was living my best life, and I am still living my best life. But coming back to social media and rekindling certain friendships that I used to have back in the day was bringing me backwards. But I wasn't realizing it because I felt cool. I was feeling myself. And God kept trying to do things to like, girl, wake up. This not the path. This not the path. Like continuously. Like every time I tried to hang out, it would be something, and I understand why now. I have a tendency to stay loyal. I have a tendency to say, you know what, I've known him for too long to be like, I don't want to fuck with you, woo. So like, yeah, let's hang out, do a woo, da. Instead of saying, God took you out of my life for a reason. And vice versa. Like, if I'm out your life, it's for a reason. God wanted that. God makes no mistakes. So we gotta respect that, because every time I don't respect what God has planned for me or just let it flow, I'm always getting hit with a, hey, yeah, you know why I did that. So get back on track. For lack of better terms right now, I'm just in my zone. And as soon as I start detaching, once again, blessings just start coming. Go, rolling. But that is what works for me. Everybody has their own way of how to abide by what their plan is on this earth. This is mine. This is my purpose, to speak my truth, to be authentic, to sing my heart out no matter who thinks I can't sing or can sing. It's the way that my soul gets its joy. It's the way that my evolution creates itself or continue to evolve, probably a better way to say it. So I'm okay with following my morals. And to go back to the question, if morals pay the bills, ultimately they do, because morals grant to you self-discipline. With self-discipline, your dreams are reachable. With self-discipline, the sky is truly the limit. So, you ask if morals can pay the bills. They pay the bills, they pay your soul, they pay your mind, they pay your body, they pay your everything. And some, for whatever I'm missing. So, to each his own. Stay true to yourself. Till next time, y'all. Bye.